So here's where we're at right now. I've put the track together roughly, just that I've got an idea of where I'm going with this. So we're going to have a station here, station platform, another one here, and then another one over here. And then we come over to this bit here. We have the addition now of the new drop down section. So this comes up here like that. Difficult to do one-handed, hang on. So that comes up, bolt goes in, the other bolt goes in, like so, and that's it. So what we'll be doing is all the wiring that we've got down here at the moment will all be going into a plug, and then the wiring from here will then plug into this once this is done. Now it's just a matter of moving everything all out of the way now. Now I've got a rough idea of what I'm doing, putting down the underlay, and then start rebuilding again. now ready. I used this card from the envelopes, hardback envelopes that we had, but now I found these sheets at work, so I'm going to use those because I'm going to have less joins in it, and it's got a little bit more pretty, I think. So what I'm going to do now is, now I've got my template done, I'll recut it out again now into that card, and then we'll see how that looks. Wow. Wow. I'm lost for words, I really am. 500 subscribers. How? I don't understand it, I really don't. Yeah, 500 subscribers, wow. I honestly never thought I'd ever get that far, ever. So, all I can say is thank you. Thank you very, very much, honestly. 500 subscribers, can't believe it. Anywho, the layout. Right, we'll get back to the layout. I've got you poised here for a couple of reasons. Firstly is all the points in this one section here, only one of them works. Actually no, two of them work now. I've got one of them working. Reason for that is, here's one I've got here as a reference. The peg here, that the extension pin that I was putting on the ends of the used points motors here. I found there was an awful lot of play in the top of the pin. So what was happening is the point was being thrown, but this was staying in the same place. So what I've had to do is, with a pair of pliers here, I've had to crimp the base of the pin here to the existing pin, so that there is less play. I mean, there's hardly any movement in that at all now. In doing that, it's cured the problem. So I am now going through all of the points, making sure they all work properly. And one of the issues that you do get with second-hand point motors like these is occasionally you'll get one that doesn't work. It will throw in one direction but not in the other. So I'm having to change out a couple of those as well, which I found. While we're on the subject of points, I was going to use these point levers here. So what I found with those is an intermittent problem where it will throw both ways, but then when you go to pull it again, it won't throw at all. You have to mess around with the switch a little bit to get it to work. It's probably a contact issue, but I know with a lot of these is when you do try to pry them apart, they will break. and the only way you can put them back together again is by super gluing them, which is fine until you get the problem again, and then when you got the problem again, you've got to try and pry them apart again. So what I've decided to do is I've got a load of these switches off the old layout, and I'm going to be reusing those on this section here. So dotted around the layout here, I'm going to have small little mimic boards, not humongously big, probably about that sort of size, with an array of switches in there, all labelled. They're not going to be proper mimic panels. Yes, did have great difficulty trying to say that. But they're just going to be dotted around so that I can switch points in certain areas around the layout. One other thing I've done as well is I've made some big progress with the Pico turntable as well. So here is the base, all weathered up now, with the grass growing out of the cracks and stuff like that. And I've also painted the top edge of the track here as well, using the chrome nail varnish. This is really good stuff, and no, it's not for my fingernails. Anyway, so I've done that, but another thing you will have noticed is I've cut the shoulder of the turntable off as well. And the reason for that is I have fitted that in here like this. Okay, so the idea now is with bits of Metcalf card brick here, I'm going to be placing that inside there like that, and then using these that I got from Jeff at Jumble Lane Printing. I'm going to be using those on the top as well, and then once I've done that, the gap in between the sides will be completely covered up. The diameter of this now is slightly larger than original, so I've got approximately between a 3 and a 5 mil gap in between the three segments, because obviously these were in segments. So as you can see on the back here, what I've done is I super glued this together, and then on this side, using a bit of polyfiller, I filled in where all the joints were, sanded it flush, and now you can't see the joint at all. Which is one of the downsides of the Pico turntable, is although it's a very, very nice kit, especially for the money anyway, I found that having those three lines going through it sort of ruined it a little bit. It's not like the halogen one where it's all one piece. Well, at least I think it's all one piece anyway. So, but anyway, so that's ready to go in. The turntable bridge is currently undergoing a bit of a de-stress. I've been weathering it and stuff like that. It's currently in a process where the paint's peeling at the moment, so I'm undergoing a bit of stress in that sort of way to make it look old and grimy. When that's finished, I can put that all back together, put it in, and that will be ready to rock and roll. In further news, I have now came up with an idea of concealing the controller. Now, as you know, I'm using the Morley Vortrack setup, and it is quite a big and bulky controller, although a very good one at that. So I needed a way of being able to conceal it. So if I turn you around here, you can see is inside that drawer there. And then what I've done is I've plugged in the slave controllers into here. So when I close the drawer here they are, ready to go. And all I've done is I've just wrapped the excess cable around these hooks here to keep the cable all nice and tidy out of the way. So there you go. So that's that. So hopefully in the next video you'll see here on Finishing Central is, fingers crossed, a running session. You will have already seen my In-City 125 flying around here already. So I am so pleased that that's now working. And oh, one other thing, if you haven't already noticed, I have a new t-shirt and I have a new hoodie as well with the new Finishing Central logo. I hope you like it. This was made for me by Jeff again at Jumble Lane Printing. So if anybody wants any t-shirts doing for their layouts in any particular design they wish, get in touch with Jeff, and after a bit of a conflict between yourselves, you should hopefully be able to sort something out that is roughly about what you're looking for, like this. One other thing is, for those of you that follow me on the Finishing Central Facebook group, I did say in a post recently that I wasn't going to attend any more model shows this year. I know there gets ones coming up in the next few weeks, but I won't be attending that one. But there is a local show happening on the same weekend, which is on the 2nd of October. So I will be attending that one, and then that's it. No more shows this year. So the next show I'll be attending is probably going to be the Stafford one, but we'll see what happens. Work pending. Anyway, so we're going to wrap that one up for now. Thank you so much, and I will leave you with a couple of snapshots of the new Finishing Central, and I hope you like. Take care everybody, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now, and happy modelling. Going to be proper loop panels. They're not going to be proper mimic panels. Try saying that when you're best. They're not going to be proper mimic panels. Yes, did have great difficulty trying to say that.